I just want to say something that took me way too long to figure out. We grow up thinking if something is easy, it can't be good. And if something is good, then it won't come easy. And honestly, that mindset just puts you in a box. It makes you chase hard things for no reason, just so you could say you did something difficult or impress someone who doesn't have to live your life. I lived that. When I was in school, I learned Java, which got me hired as a backend engineer. And I assumed that, that was my destiny. I didn't have any mentors, just my assumptions and the need to make my family happy. And honestly, I felt like web development wasn't getting people into Google. That's the company I wanted to work at out of college. But it just looked like this little easy thing I knew how to do, but folks weren't hiring. At least they weren't hiring me. So I kept forcing myself to be this thing because I felt like I had to. But when you think about it, when you focus on your weaknesses and you fail, it hits different. It feels like proof that you aren't good enough. Like you are confirming the worst things you think about yourself. But when you focus on your strengths and you fail, it doesn't break you. You just, you know, brush it off. You say, whatever, I do this all the time. And you just keep showing up. And because you keep showing up, you get better without even noticing. You just kind of look up one day and, some words I can't say on YouTube, but you just say, like, I'm actually good at this. Like, it's like a video game, right? Like, when you enjoy a game, you can play it on easy, medium, hard, impossible. And when you fail, you just restart. You're not discouraged. You're not spiraling, questioning your existence. You just keep playing. And before you know it, hours pass, and now you know every single combo and how to beat the mission with your eyes closed, right? But if you pick a game you don't mess with and try to play, like, what happens? Like, you're done before the game even finished. You already returned it to make sure that you returned it within that 2 hour mark. Got to make sure you return it within that 2 hour mark. And you move on to something that you actually like. But in life, we're taught to just live with the struggle, which causes you to build your life around what you are bad at instead of what you are like naturally gravitate to. And you waste time, you waste energy, and you miss out on a thing that could have taken you somewhere. And for me, things only changed once I admitted that, front end development could be a career. The moment I let go of the rejection, like the fear of rejection, like the rejection of my family and of myself, everything shifted. I always wanted to be a senior engineer. I wanted to be the person making decisions, but in the back of my mind, I just kept telling myself I sucked. I was dealing with a lot of negative self-talk. I got passed up for promotions. I even got demoted before being hired for another job. That's a story for another day. And I thought it was because I wasn't good enough. But the truth was simple. I was trying to succeed in a direction that was not mine. Once I leaned into front end, I grew fast. When I failed, I brushed it off. When I messed up production, I kept going because I actually liked the work that I was doing. I actually cared. And when you keep showing up to something, everything just kind of, starts to fall into place. People love to talk about being a T-shaped developer. And if you think about it, the T starts with a long straight line, the thing that you're actually strong at, and the breath comes after. And I know if my fiance is watching this, she'll be like, "You thought you ate," but I kind of did because it's true. And I here's the plan, right? Here's the thing. I want you to sit down and write out everything that you're good at. Write down the things that bring you joy, the things that keep you coming back. No matter how many times you fail, you just keep coming back. Like, you just do these things without thinking. The things that make you lose track of time. And then look at that list. What on that list, like, pops out at you? What do you keep avoiding because you think it's not good enough? And also ask yourself, are these thoughts even your thoughts? Or are you thinking what you think because somebody else thinks that? Because that's not good either. I wrote down this quote because I didn't want to lose it. And the quote says, "With inner peace comes outer happiness." And if you are constantly fighting yourself over what you think you should be, instead of following the thing you naturally move towards, you will never feel that peace. And without that peace, it's hard to see the opportunities that are right in front of you. So please, 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 please stop fighting the trying to like be the version like you think are supposed to be, and start paying attention to the version that shows up naturally. That is the one that grows. That is the one that wins. That is the one that moves you forward. Like, I want to see you win and I want you to be happy. But, you know, every day is a process, but every day you just need to continue moving forward and growing a little bit. And honestly, that's all you can do. Just keep growing, keep doing the things that you love, keep getting closer to that inner peace. And I promise you, one day you will find it and it will bring you happiness. But until next time, I will see you in the next video. When you focus on your weaknesses and you fail